not wearing pants. Anyway guys, hi and welcome back. This week I'm going to talk about a very strange topic for me. It's gonna delve into a series about LGBT issues of sorts. So lately popping up in my newsfeed has been the idea that monogamy is not the only option. Lately I've been running into more and more people who use this word to identify with, and I think that maybe it's just more people coming out of the closet, which is quite similar to the LGBT closet because of all the shame associated with it. And no, this does not mean just sleeping around with everybody. What they're claiming is that you can have multiple meaningful romantic relationships going on at the same time. They call this polyamory. While for some people monogamy might be the best option, you may not have time for multiple people. You may not be interested in multiple people. You may actually be the kind of person that legitimately wants to settle down with their one true love and that's it. And that's great for you. It's not for everybody though. Society tends to push this idea on the rest of us and kind of excludes those of us that, well, we'd rather see multiple people. I know that doesn't lead to a bunch of like threesomes and foursomes and orgies. That's not everybody either. Not everybody's down to do the thing with more than one person. Can't even say it in my videos. But that doesn't mean they can't have meaningful relationships with those people. Basically, I think of it like this. You can have more than one friend, yeah? I hope you agree with me that you can have more than one friend. I hope that that's a good foundation to start this explanation on. What if you could have more than one friend that it was okay to also make out with, consensually, of course. Hang on a sec. Okay, so let's talk about the main stereotype that I come into contact with talking about polyamory, and that is people who use it as an excuse to sleep around. Here's the thing. This is going to be especially directed to the ladies because it's usually the men that I hear this from, but it could go both ways. If you haven't met their partners, if you haven't met the other people that they're dating, quote unquote, or just sleeping with, then it's not the same thing. Rule number one is the open, honest communication about it with all of the people involved. Every single one of them. So you may think that you have this great relationship with this guy and he's just also sleeping with a couple other chicks. No big deal. But let's say you never actually heard him talk about these other chicks, or he uses the excuse that it's just sex. No. That is a playa. And he's using the wrong term for it. I love this mug. Shout out to this mug. A friend of mine got me this mug for Christmas because, well, I'm a rainbow unicorn. So, polyamory, not for everybody, but neither is monogamy. If you find that you can't handle more than one relationship at a time, then it may not be for you. That's not true for everyone. Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, remember, all the people in this world haven't had all the advantages that you've had. Alright guys, remember to check out my website below. I actually finished putting all of my videos on it for your viewing pleasure through your eye holes. They're all categorized quite neatly. It's also where I post blogs. I try to blog once a week on Mondays. Try being the optimal word, because we all know how busy my schedule actually is these days. But as always, like this video if you like it, because it actually tells YouTube's algorithm that my video is not shit. And share this video with your friends, because there's only so many people I can contact with my messages. And, as always, I love you guys. Loves. And I'll see you next week. Bye!
What do you think, Kitty? Is it coffee or tea? Coffee or tea? See, neither is unicorn blood. Oh, so it keeps me looking so young.
He's not buying it either, guys.